morning. Well, it's morning for me. Today starts day 13 of our 20-day excursion across the United States. We're packing up and we're moving out. We're heading out of South Carolina. Today is going to be a long one. We're driving a rental, but we've had to do a bit of maintenance on it a couple times already. We had to add a windshield wiper, and now we're getting an alert in the vehicle saying add a quart of oil. We purchased the oil, and now I need to add it. I don't like doing this level of maintenance, but I also don't want the vehicle to drop us off on the highway anywhere. So I'll do it to make sure we can stay on the road.
Come back and see me.
We'll be back.
Come back and see me.
It's been too long.
Come back and see me.
Yeah.
Huh? And I
met. You
yeah,
like,
yeah. And I've seen a couple of your episodes on YouTube.
Oh, good.
I'm down with you now.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I love the animals. The animals, man. I love that.
That's what we got. That's how we do. We kind of keep it country.
Yeah. Man, and so something this morning said, you know what, let me turn around and just go back and check out you guys. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Man, you got a beautiful family.
Yeah, it's a lot
Pretty
of
eyes.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Man.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, look, y'all drive safely. Good seeing you. I love you. Love you. You take it easy. Good seeing you.
Thanks now. Take care. We've been on the road for 3 hours. We're in Macon, Georgia, and I stopped by the Macon Farmers Market. We've gone to a couple farmers markets. We did the one with the Amish. We went to the Port Royal Farmers Market, and it's a Monday, so I wasn't expecting a lot out here at this farmers market this morning, but I did want to stop by because I wanted to try to find some Georgia peaches. I haven't seen any Georgia peaches anywhere, but I've seen a lot of signs, so I stopped by, and I'm seeing something that looks really interesting. I think it's a shucker for peas, a pea shucker. I've never seen anything like this before. Roto Fingers pea bean sheller. Shells peas. A machine to do it. Wow. Makes a lot of sense. It's a lot faster than people doing it. You mind if I just look in there? Can I give? So here's the holes. Dumping the holes out now. Never seen an automated pea sheller before. The holes are collected on the bottom. He's already collected the peas out of it, so this one's getting cleaned up. It's going to have the opportunity to reload it and shell some more peas. Same thing on the interior here. A lot of the hulls, which are left over, just dump those out. And that's probably going to get turned into some form of a animal feed. I definitely can see this going. This could work for the pig feed. You could use these hulls for cow feed. There's several things you could do. You could compost it. So there's a lot you could do with these hulls. That was fascinating. I've never seen a pea sheller before, and I'm so excited to have come across that. You know, I love agriculture, guys, and I love horticulture as well. But to find something like that I've never seen before, it's pretty cool. And then to get to see it up close, that was really awesome. It was worth coming here to the Macon Farmers Market. Here are some giant cantaloupes. Wow, and here's a truckload of cantaloupes, watermelon. And that's what I was looking for, some Georgia grown peaches, tomatoes, just a lot of produce here. All the way down, a lot of sweet potatoes. I see some jam, and then some really large watermelons. We don't have much room in the car for watermelons. We already have the watermelon left over from Blair's family, so I don't think we can add another watermelon to the mix. But I love the design here, the way this is set up. You could just kind of drive your car under here and hop out, get what you need from the market, and then drive on through. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. It's just clearly watermelon season. I'm seeing a lot of tremendously beautiful watermelons and these large cantaloupe. Again, these cantaloupe are really large. Came back to the vehicle to get Blair to help me pick out the peaches. She eats a bit more peaches than I do, and these are Georgia peaches. But I love the way this farmer's market is set up. This is a beautiful setup, a beautiful design. I wish I parked in the shade. I have us parked out in the sun, and I didn't really think about the fact that I could have just took the vehicle all the way up in here. So they had the peaches set up there, but they mixed in some bad ones with some good ones, and I just did a little switcheroo. Switched all of them to better ones. You do have to watch out for vendors because they try to offload some peaches. Wow, this is a lot of peanuts. It's a lot of peanuts. Raw peanuts. Now, I've never seen bags of peanuts like this. It says Virginia hand-picked peanuts. And we have more pea processing going on. There's a lot of peas being processed. She's picking them by hand. I'm pretty sure she's picking out the bad ones, anything that's bad, and then they're processing that down. And this is what it looks like at the end once you clean them up. And these look like black-eyed peas. It's a very common pea here in the South.
We got the peaches and we also got some boiled peanuts. This time I want the kids to try it.
Hi. There was one store I wanted to make sure I came to in the U.S. When I left the U.S., it was not popular. It hadn't blown up, but it is blown up. It's huge now. It's everywhere. It's getting everywhere, but everyone's talking about it. It has a cult following, and we're going to go check it out, and that's Buc-ee's. First thing you notice for this Buc-ee's is they started putting up signs about 130 miles out, and then they've been consistent. And then you get here, and it is as large as everyone says it is. An absolute multitude of pumps to service, I don't know what, right at maybe 100 cars at one time. Oh my goodness, it's a full-on, it's an event in here. It's a shopping center, it's a grocery store. Look at all the clothes. No, we're not gonna do a full store tour, but we will take a look around enough to see what all is in here, and it is a lot. We've lost Malachi's shoes, so we're gonna pick him up some Buc-ee slides. Get him some little Buc-ee's. With the wide variety of items for sale in here, there's one store that this puts me in mind of, and that is Bass Pro Shop. I think this is like they took a lot of the theming from the Bass Pro Shop and just expanded it and added some gas, added some grocery. Yeah, they just expanded on that Bass Pro Shop thing. A lot of Buc-ee's paraphernalia, which is not a bad thing, you know. your own brands. It's cheaper to carry your own brands than to carry other people's brands. So you create your own brands. And that's clearly what they've done here. Now, I've heard a lot about the Buc-ee's beaver, but I've heard a lot about their barbecue sandwich. Everyone has said, try the Buc-ee's barbecue sandwich. And a shop that perpetually has brisket on tap, just ready for you, you can't beat that.
Izzy, do you want these? That? You want that?
It's heavy. It's weighted.
Do you like it, Mackenzie?
This store is like candy to 2-year-olds. I think that's part of the appeal, that it appeals to so many different age ranges. We can't even get Kenzie through the store because she's picking up so many Buc-ee themed products and toys. I mean, they have their own jerky, meats, ham, sausages. So it's like a Bass Pro Shop meets a Super Walmart. Meets a deli? What are they roasting nuts right here? Roasted almonds. Are these almonds?
These are
Cashews. Roasted cashews and roasted almonds. Oh my goodness. It's kind of a what do they not do in here? Look at that. They're cutting up brisket. And remind you, this is a gas station, people. This is a gas station. I just paused because I just saw a guy who we did a short video with in Washington, D.C. On Howard's campus. I just saw him here. And I didn't speak to him because it would be kind of odd to say, hey, are you following me around or am I following you around? Yeah, so the majority of the store, everything that's sold in here is Buc-ee's brand, which means that Buc-ee's, the company, makes the majority of the money from the licensing from the products as well. Do everything here bigger, better. There's that Buc-ee's Original Cola. That's their version of cola instead of Coke. Wild cherry, blue raspberry, Dr. Pepper, sour green apple. There's a Bum Diggity. Pina colada, cherry limeade. I mean, they have all the flavors here for slushies. This is pure Americana. This is America at its biggest, at its best. What America does better than any place else is choice and options. Buc-ee's represents American culture. I see why it's so popular here. So I just told the kids that they could just go and pick up whatever they want. We're in Buc-ee's. So I'm going to let them kind of be expansive and just kind of find wherever they want. I don't want to restrict them. You know, they've been in the car for about 6-7 hours already. So first time in Buc-ee's, and I told them they could get whatever they want. I already knew what kind of shop this was because I knew that I would be able to get Kai some shoes in here, and I hadn't even been here to see if they had shoes. I was like, they have shoes. They have everything in here, and yeah, they pretty much do. Remember that guy that we bumped into on Howard University campus that had the great voice? The good voice.
No, don't grab that.
That's him.
I see.
So they have mesquite pepper, cherry, maple, pepper. That's going to be a little hot. Steakhouse. No, these are going to be, you like the tube. These are going to be drier than the tube that you like. So we're a good 700-800 miles from Washington, D.C. Howard campus, and we bump into the same people. And that's how you think, like, oh, everyone in America knows everyone. There are 43, 46 million black people in America, and here we bump into a guy that we saw. Again, I'm not speaking because this thing going to be awkward. But the lady just waved at us because she like, I know you. So this Buc-ee's has been exciting. But we have to get back on the highway, guys. We've been here for about 30-40 minutes just roaming around, checking everything out. It's overwhelming. Luckily, there's a couple more Buc-ee's on the trip before we get out of here. But we have to get back on the road. But let's get going. We were making pretty good time, and then we had a complete stop in a traffic jam. It's fine.
Buc-ee's was really fun. There was everything in that store, and it was sort of like an IKEA, except it wasn't furniture, and it was just random stuff. I really liked the the barbecue sandwiches. Those were good. I liked those.
I really liked that the beef jerky there, and it copied Walmart.
What?
It did.
It didn't.
It did. Buc-ee's was bigger than I expected it to be, and I didn't know that it also had a huge gas station with it.
This is a really nice place we rented here in Pearl, Mississippi. I like it. It looks really nice. It's really interesting. I love that farm-style kitchen with that sink. I love the coloration of the cabinets, dark gray. I think it's a nice coloration kitchen, and everything is kind of just looks really good. I love the aesthetic. I'm an aesthetic kind of guy, and I like the way it looks. After a very long, I don't even want to think about how many hours it was today. We left about 8 this morning, which is an hour after we wanted to leave. Got here about 9, 10 o'clock, right at 10 o'clock tonight. We had a good day though. It was a long ride, a long day. If I sound a little tired, it's because it was still about right at 700 miles in one day. So it's a lot of driving in one day. But we stopped off in Macon at a farmer's market. I saw something really cool there. We found Buc-ee's. We went to Buc-ee's. So what we tried to do is make sure that while we're on the road, we find some experiences en route, because we do have to get the kids out of the car. And so we went into Buc-ee's. We spent a long time at Buc-ee's. We probably would have got here a little sooner if we had spent as long in Buc-ee's as we did. It was a bit overwhelming. Blair actually became a little overwhelmed because it's so stimulating. There's just so much stuff in there. And then we had all the kids, and the kids were all grabbing things. And can I get this? Can I get that? And they didn't understand, like, hey, everything is a price, and we can't get you all these things. And there was just so much, and it was so unexpected. And I think after the whole day of driving and riding, it was just kind of overwhelming a little bit for myself as well. But that was still a great experience. We've seen Buc-ee's, and now we're like, okay, now I want to go back to Buc-ee's again, which we'll pass it on our route on the way back to DC. We should pass 1 or 2 more and have a more subdued experience there, because now we know a little more what to expect. We can kind of see a little more. But that was a good experience. We did hit some pretty bad traffic. There were a couple bad wrecks on the road. Blessedly, it didn't look as though anyone lost their life, but it did look pretty bad in some cases. Couple bad traffic jams, couple bad rainstorms. Those are the kind of things you expect when you're traveling across 700 miles. I mean, I expected it to be a long day, and it was a long day. Then we got here, and I made the decision. I didn't want to fully unpack the car because we're only going to be here for a day, and then tomorrow we're heading on to Arkansas. I was like, wow, unpacking the car would be hard after getting it all packed. So, we didn't unpack fully, but we have just enough stuff to kind of get through the night, get through the morning, and then we're off to Arkansas. We may spend a little bit of time here. We're in Pearl, right outside of Jackson, Mississippi. So I'm going to get up in the morning and kind of see like what's going on in this area. If there's anything we can kind of get into, then we'll definitely do that. Then we'll head off to Arkansas, because I want to try to get as much as we can out of every place that we go. I've never stopped in Pearl before, never been here. So I'm going to get up in the morning and say, okay, is there anything here that we can see that would be interesting, that we could add to our repertoire of experiences? And we've had so many wonderful experiences on this trip so far. So I would love to be able to add 1 or 2 more. So we're going to see what we can do here in Pearl, and then we're going to head out to Arkansas. Hey, if you watched this content up to this point, I really appreciate it. Today we didn't get a chance to do as much because we literally were on the road the entire day. We had a wonderful day, but we were driving all day long. Tomorrow should be more active, back into it again. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe, follow along. And I've said up until this point, tell me, Mac, keep going if you're watching these videos. And I really have appreciated it. I've seen a lot of you have said that, keep going, telling me to keep going, Blair to keep going. And I will tell you the truth, it really is motivating me, because I had to stay up really late last night to kind of make sure I got that video out on time. But I feel like I owe you that, because I made a commitment to myself and to the viewers to say, hey, I'm going to get these videos out 1 every day. So far, I've been able to stick with it, and I'm really appreciating the fact that I've been doing it, and you are encouraging me, and I appreciate your support. I'll see you tomorrow.